Welcome to the Get Well With Me podcast. I'm your host, Adrienne of adrienneheart.com. I love you no matter what you eat, and our philosophy here is excellence, not perfection. Together, we explore the healing benefits of a mostly plant-based lifestyle while embracing the idea that happiness is homemade and our life is only as good as our mindset. Please subscribe to this channel on iTunes, Google Play, Castbox, YouTube, or your favorite listening app. So let's get into the episode. Hey guys, what are you eating right now? Anything good? Anything delicious? Anything healthy? Anything nutritious? Are you thankful for it? Something to think about. I just had a smoothie and I made it in my big Vitamix blender that I'm obsessed with. I love to make everything in there. As a matter of fact, when I got done making the smoothie, I made some hummus. It's like, what can you make in a blender? More things than you even know about. Anyway, back to it. Mindful eating. What am I eating? Where did it come from? And is it harmful or helpful? They are my go-to mindful eating questions. So if I had to boil it down to 3 and a bonus, it's that. What am I eating? Like, what am I actually eating? Where did it come from? I love that question because, like, my papaya was from Honduras, I think. And I'm like, wow, during this whole COVID thing, like, we can still get papaya from Honduras. Like, that's amazing. So when I think about where my food came from, it leads me to, am I thankful for it? Because when I think about how far it had to travel to get to me, and just all the people that had to take part in it, and all of the conditions that had to happen for the food to grow, it's so incredible. It's like every bite is really a miracle. But we don't always think about our food as every bite being a miracle. I mean, if you're my 16-year-old son, I don't think you think about your food at all. A lot of times before I finish my first or second bite, he's completely done eating. And I was looking forward to just, sitting down, talking, enjoying our food, maybe hearing some praise about how delicious it is, but instead he just literally inhales it. I don't even think he has time to chew it. Now, he's 16, so what are you gonna do? It's fine. He's a beanpole. He's a growing, strong young man, and he can eat and do whatever he wants. And maybe, as a good example, he'll see his mother and father slowly savoring each bite, and but he also probably picks up on our bad habits. I mean, I'm not above scrolling on my phone when I'm eating. I'm going to say I don't make a habit of it, but it happens. So this brings me to, how thankful am I for what I'm eating if I'm scrolling on my phone while I'm eating it? Am I even noticing the flavor profile? Am I noticing the texture? Am I too distracted to think about what it is that I'm eating, where it came from, and if it's harmful or helpful, and if I'm thankful for it? The thing is, when we're scrolling, we get triggered. You know what I'm talking about. If you're scrolling, you're going to get triggered. And when you're triggered, you're not in the present moment. You're in fear, or you're in anger. You're in anxiety of the future. You're in depression of the past. You're in sadness. You're in loss. I mean, think about the things that you have seen while you're scrolling. I mean, it's enough to give anybody chronic stress. I'm not against scrolling. I'm all about it. I love it. Facebook, Instagram. I'm even liking TikTok. Separate thing. Anyway, so where I'm going with this is that when we're engaged in television is one thing. I don't know. Television's kind of a non-issue for younger people. I don't think most people really watch TV anymore unless they're casting it from their phone. We have these little TVs that we carry around in our pockets now. So, anyway, so you're scrolling. You're eating. What are the dangers of that? One, we might continue to eat more than we need to be satisfied because we don't notice, because our mind is somewhere else. Secondly, we're not going to get the pleasure from our food because, again, we're not going to actually notice it. We might actually get done eating and be like, I don't even remember eating that, because you were so into whatever you were looking at or watching, and then you feel unsatisfied, like that wasn't good enough because like I don't even remember eating that. And you're like, let me check in with myself. Am I full? And then, assuming that we're eating standard American trash, well, we're probably still going to be hungry because maybe there was no nutrients in it. So I'm not putting this on you. I'm saying this happens in my own life, and I'm working on becoming more and more aware of it and doing it less and less frequently until I totally phase it out. And there's no more scrolling and eating and scrolling. And wait a minute, did I even just eat anything? And why am I still hungry? I mean, these are all the opposite kinds of questions rather than, what am I eating? Where did it come from? Is it harmful or helpful? And am I thankful for it? So that's the ticket, guys. What am I eating? Where did it come from? Is it harmful or helpful? And am I thankful for it? So if you watched my mindful eating during COVID, you know that I went over some similar thought processes. But think about it in terms of scrolling and eating, or TV and eating, or shoot, in my fast food days, eating and driving. I used to drive and eat like it was nobody's business. I mean, if you looked over at me, I probably had a headset on. I was probably talking to somebody, licking the, Polynesian sauce off my fingers from the chicken nuggets that I got at the Chick-fil-A, or, trying to dip my French fries in some sriracha mayo while I wolf down a bacon cheeseburger. Good times. But literally, we can drive and eat, and again, we're like, did I even just eat? Like, what just happened? Or am I even driving right now because I was just so into my food? So the point is that if we're present with our food, we can make better decisions. We can pay more attention to if we're satisfied, and we can just, it's a way to love ourselves. Like, why should eating be like this automatic thing? We were created with taste buds. I mean, our bodies are just pleasure factories. And what we put into our body can, really help us to experience the simple joys of life. In this time where I don't even know what's up or what's down or what's going on in this world, and it's sad and it's scary, I am really thankful that we have an abundant food supply. And I'm thankful that no one else is responsible for what goes into my body. It's me. I get to choose. I get to decide. There is so much we can't control. And when we scroll and we look at what we can't control, and can really work against us. So that was mindful eating for today, and I've got more coming for you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Before I go, I just want to say thank you for spending your time with me. As we change into a healthier version of ourselves, we can feel a sense of loss of our old identity, and fear that the people we surround ourselves with will reject us for changing. It can feel lonely and frustrating, like no one understands. When I started getting healthy, I wasn't getting much support from friends and family, so I started looking online. I came across so many radical, all or nothing approaches. I felt judged, alone, and even ashamed. If you can relate to this overwhelm, and you like the idea of striving for excellence, not perfection, then you have found a safe place with this podcast. If this message speaks to you, and you feel it could encourage someone you know, please share it with them. Remember to hit subscribe, and until next time, be well, because living healthy doesn't have to be hard, and we don't have to do it alone. I'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, shine brightly.